Hey guys, how you doing today? Today I am going to do a makeup look with the Social Palette by Styles by J. And it's got some great colors. I'm obviously not going to use every color today, but I'm wearing one of my sari skirts as a dress. So the bottom half is yellow, golden, I guess, with some purple and red on it. The top is this lovely teal color with some gold as well. So I thought maybe we could get at least some use out of the yellow and the gold, maybe even this blue, because it's pretty close to that. So, and it's new and I want to play with it. So here we go. Let's start by getting a little bit of, I know this isn't primer, it's concealer. I actually ran out of primer, so even if I wanted to use real primer, I can't. And I tend to use this anyways because I like how it works. It's a personal preference. I've heard debates on both sides of why it's better to use an actual concealer. Sorry, not an actual concealer. An actual primer versus a concealer because of what the two things are meant to do. However, I don't have any primer. So if I want any kind of prime, this is how it's going to happen. I don't know what is going on outside today, but I swear it smells like there's paper burning or wood burning or something. So maybe somebody's doing a bonfire. I really don't know. I know I kind of did that high right there, but sometimes it's, if you're gonna use concealer, it's kind of easier to just go ahead and get it across the bridge of your nose, because then, and underneath all at one time, because then if you do go for a look that kind of goes around the whole eye, you already have yourself set up for it. So I'm going to start off with this Brow Contour Pro from Benefit in the color Blonde / Light, because we all know I'm pale. Let's see. Yes. I've only used this one other time, so it's kind of new to me. It has a couple of different colors, but honestly, I really don't know. You know, I didn't grab my spoolie. I need to brush my eyebrows. Where's my spoolie at? There it is. I try not to have the big, huge thing full, zippy case full of brushes over here because it's a pain in the butt and I don't have a lot of space, because I'm still working on getting things all situated in here. I was actually up kind of late last night trying to figure out what the best configuration would be in here and what products to buy to make it work most efficiently for me. So I'm working on it. We'll get it eventually. I'm actually going to scoot my mirror over here so I can see better, because I do feel like it's easier to do this in the mirror than it is in the camera, even though it's right there. I'm just going to fill in the front a little bit here where it's a little lighter. And as usual, I just follow my own eyebrow shape. I don't go crazy with it because my eyebrows have a good shape. They're just, you know, really blonde and hard to see. And seem to maybe still have a little bit of makeup left in them from the other day, because I was bad girl and I did not wash my face off before I went to bed. I know it's bad. Don't hate me for being lazy. I was tired and I didn't want to. And the sad thing is that was like 2 days ago and I didn't want to yesterday either. So if there's something left in here, it is legitimately 2 days old and I don't care. The funny thing is, I have never really had a skincare routine. More recently with, I'm just switching to the highlighter color to kind of clean up the edges. Until recently, like within the last 6 months or so, I've never had a skincare routine, like legit never had one. But I started getting stuff in my Ipsy and in Boxy and thought, you know, why not try it out? I've had more breakouts in the time that since I've tried using that, started trying using that stuff, than I ever did before, and which I find really hysterical. So basically my skin likes to be neglected and treated badly. I don't know. I never really was a big breakout person, like in general, younger. I would get a few when it was that time of the month, which was not even regular enough to be called a monthly for me. It was ridiculous. Okay, that's it. Oh, I did not prime my face. You know what? Screw it. I mean, I'm not going to take this back off just to prime it, so we're going to get over it, aren't we? Just going to have concealer. Straight to concealer there. All right. Let's see how we want to do this. I think I want, I probably could grab a little of that purple too, considering I do have the purple in my skirt. So maybe we'll grab a little purple out here on the edge of our shape. I should have set this apparently. I usually do that. Why didn't I? Let's try. Hold on. Hold please, as my sister would say. What was that color? I think this one will work fine. I'm going to take this kind of orangey color. Ooh. Maybe mix it with some of the white because I'm afraid. And we're just going to set up here with that. Kind of. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Mixed together, I mean. And we're just going to kind of set our whole eyelid with it right now because I forgot to set my eyelid. I don't feel like getting the powder out yet. But I feel like if I set it, maybe I can get this to blend a little better. Actually, I really like that yellow. I might have to use it a little more hardcore down here. All right, now it's set. Let's try this again. Purple. Am I gonna look like a Mardi Gras float by the time I'm done? Maybe. I don't want to take it too far forward. Just a little blending up. You know, it's funny, I used to pride myself on being able to do my makeup so fast and on the bus. And I mean, that was legit a skill to be able to pull it off on the bus and not make a mess of yourself. That was some scary shit. I don't know why I ever did that. But now I realize that although quick isn't bad for a nice neutral, barely there kind of look, it does not work when you really want good blending with vibrant colors. And honestly, sometimes I used to look kind of like a drag queen when I was done with my makeup because it's all about like how quick I could get this makeup on my face. Can't say I don't look like a drag queen sometimes still, but makeup was different in the 90s. Nobody wore stuff like this back in the 90s unless they were, you know, like a clubber or a club girl or a drag queen. Yeah, legit drag queen. It was a thing. It's okay. I'm glad we've evolved because I always used to love wearing they used to have these quads by Maybelline. They were smoky eye quads and they had them different color profiles. So like I had one in the grays, one in the browns, one in the greens, one in purples, and one in blues. And I used to follow their little chart on the back to make this little smoky eye situation going on with the way they said to put it on. And it wasn't bad, mind you, not at all. But again, I was all about the speed of putting on my makeup and not how well it blended, and so I frequently looked like a drag queen. Fun times. Does anybody remember those little Maybelline quads? I still had one until recently, and I made myself throw it away because it was old and janky and probably way past expired. So I made myself get rid of it. I said I wasn't going to bring the purple all the way to the front. What do? End up with it all the way to the front. That's okay. We'll still figure it out somehow. Somehow, somewhere, we'll make it work. All right. Now, I really don't know why I even used that brush, instead of using a better brush, but whatever. All right, I'm going to go into that blue and bring it up next. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, yeah, that's super pretty. And just kind of bring it back into that purple. Like, is my eye just punishing me for not setting that first? Like, why do I feel like I'm not getting a good payoff? Oh, it's not bad now. Sorry. I'm like, I know these are good. I have another one of her palettes. So what am I doing? I'm just screwing up. That's all. Don't mind me. Actually, I think I want that blue to come most of the way up, and then maybe pop the yellow just on the very inner corner there. Just gonna add that in here. Intensify that purple color. I can dig it. It feels like it's not. Grab a clean brush. I know it doesn't look clean. It's been stained. I'm using it on reds. This is a clean brush though. Legitimately a clean brush, just to blend and make that look a little better, hopefully. I really do like that blue on top of the purple a little bit to kind of intensify it, because the purple is almost it's kind of a pinky purple, and so it almost gives it another dimension of color. There is a pink on this palette, but I'm not a huge pink person, so that's probably not going to happen very often. You could see it being good for cosplay, though, depending on what I was doing. Now this is still that clean brush. The only thing it did was blend the other side. Now it's going to blend this side, because that's how we work. Okay, let's see. Actually, okay, screw it. I mean, there is some red on this skirt. Ooh. I grabbed that pink, but I think I changed my mind. Well, I have a fan on because I just made zucchini bread and I'm freaking warm. But it is drying out the makeup wipe I keep down here. If you guys watch me do this very often, you know I keep a makeup wipe handy to clean off my brush if I need to. Just gonna see, maybe a little of this red out here and up higher, up above that purple. It almost looks pink, but I dig it. I might have to go back into the purple a little bit. Or maybe we'll just bring the purple down in here and we're, ooh, I almost grabbed the pink again. Don't do that. It's not what I'm going for. I really want that a little better in here. I didn't get it really good into this inner corner. I really like it, that red. Glad I grabbed that. So I'm trying to clean off the brush of the red so that I go to the next, and like I said, I've pretty much lost all control of the dryness over here because of the fan. I mean, I suppose I could turn it off, but then I'm afraid it would be too warm. And this is just that orange again that we kind of mixed with white to prime, just to fuzz out the edge of that red a little. That was the wrong color. I guess a dry rag isn't horrible compared to, it still knocks it off. It's like one of those quick change pans, which I do have one of those somewhere around here. No idea where it is. I say that, but I think well, I don't know. I honestly don't know where it is. All right, that's an orange back in there. Just kind of, yeah, I know I get her right up into my eyebrow. Ooh, hey, I did that one way darker than this side. Maybe it's because I accidentally got a little orange. Maybe I didn't get all the orange back out. Oh, I like it. It's still good. It's okay. I'm going to go back to that purple, though. Let's see if we can't get some of that back in right here. It's like a delicate balance between the purple and the red. So I'm just trying to intensify the purple where it meets the red and also the blue there. Alright, now I'm going to grab this little brush. This one, it's old and beat up. I know it's a Garden Botanica brush from a long time ago, and I'm just going to use that to kind of get a little bit of that yellow in here because I just want a little pop of yellow on the inside, but I don't want it too crazy. I don't want it taking over anything else. I actually do want it to kind of take over this inner corner a little. I'm bringing it underneath it just a tad too. Okay. I'm going to take my Morphe M408. It's one of those flat but wide shaders. And I'm going to go back into that blue. And bring it right here along the lower lash line. And then we're going to go in with the purple to do the very outer corner here. Meet it up to our smoky eye. Alright. I really feel like I need to blend better right up in here. That just does not seem well blended. I don't know why. It's probably fine. I have to look in the actual mirror for a minute. Okay. I did kind of clean that off. So I'm going to grab just a little bit of this red. Okay, I'm going to go back to the red. Try not to get it too crazy. And blend along the edge of this. Okay, and now I'm gonna go back to that that pale yellow, and again, just really lightly along the edge of the red. Purple just doesn't seem right there. I feel like it needed a little bit more. I like it. Are my eyes green today? I don't know what color they were before I started doing this. I forgot to look. Because they're hazel. They're not the hazel you usually think of. It's not the brown and green. What I have is the blue, gray, green hazel. Because hazel just means your eyes change colors. It's not the brown, green specific. All right, this is Juicy Fierce and Fine graphic pen. I kind of need to use the mirror for this. Sorry, guys. Definitely don't trust myself doing a good cat eye in just the mirror. And I know a lot of people say you should leave your eyes open when you do these, but I have kind of weird crepey eyelids, and if my eyes are open when I'm doing a line, they drag funny, and then I get really weird lines. I do open it to do my wing though. Wow, I think this pen might be dying. Uh-oh. Yeah, that one's dead. Crap. Alright, well. Luna Liner it is, by Seraphine Botanicals, because I need to get this wing. Ha, much better. Oh, I should have grabbed lashes. I do have a pair of lashes. That's also by J. Lee. I hope the lipstick I got goes with this color scheme. It's a good little wing. One of these days I should try a super bold wing. I never go crazy on my wings. I always kind of make them kind of mellow. I mean, I guess they're a big wing for some people, but I've seen some really crazy bold wings, and I've never gone that crazy with mine. Just a thin line with a little wing at the end. It's thicker, isn't it? Actually, it's disconnected right there. That's what it is. It's disconnected. It is thicker. Alright, now we're going to play that game. This one's thicker, which means now this one needs to be thicker. Not much so. I was watching Bailey's Darian the other day. If any of you guys watch her, she's great. Especially if you like murder mysteries, because she does this murder mystery and makeup thing. That's pretty fun to watch. And I watched her try to do just a big fat wing and just like totally beating herself up for getting it wrong 5 million times. Because that's how it goes. You get one side perfect, and then you have to fix the other side, and then the other side's not the same, and then you have to try to fix, and you just keep going back and forth and back and forth. All right, this is a Pixie by Petra Endless Silky Eye Pen. It's a pencil because I feel like the liquid liners never work good on my lower lash line, so I always use this one because it glides on really nice and smooth, but it actually goes on easier than a liquid liner, in my opinion, and so I like it better on the bottom. I like the precision of the liquid liner for the top for getting that wing, but I like this softer for the bottom. When I do actually put liner down here, I don't often put liner on the bottom, but when I do, it's usually not extreme. All right. I really wish I hadn't grabbed those. This is Tarte C Surfer Curl Mascara. Does a pretty good job. Sorry, I really can't talk in mascara very well. Especially when I try to hit these bottom lashes. I have to turn off this fan. It's gonna dry my mascara before I can even get it on very well. Oh, it blinked on me. Oh. I have this weird little bald patch in here of my lashes on the lower line, so it always looks funny to me. But in general, I really like this mascara. It looks pretty good. I also really like the Thrive Cosmetics liquid lash extensions, except they're on the other side of the room and I don't feel like going to get them. But they're a really good long one. Kind of make them look thicker and longer. You can hear Kevin is watching a car show in the other room. At least I can shut the door to the craft room enough to drown him out. I wanted to do a video for my zucchini bread earlier, and I couldn't because he decided to start watching something exactly at the moment I was getting everything set up to videotape, and I didn't want to ask him to turn it off, so I just got over it. Alright, so next we are going to go for the face, because I think that's pretty good on the eyes. I feel like I kind of lost the yellow a little though. Maybe I can grab that little brush and try to get a little back in without totally screwing up my eyeliner. Oh, yeah, that was not bad at all. Be very careful to do the other side too. Okay. You know what? There is a great gold right here. And I just want to take that gold and just stamp it right there in the very corner of my eye. And I mean, like, literally stamp it. Like, I stuck it on my finger, I pushed on my eye. That's it. And then just kind of blend it a little with that. Just give that an extra little pow right there. All right. So, I didn't grab a highlighter. That's okay. They're all right behind me. All right. We have NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation in the color Alabaster because I'm pale. Sometimes I use porcelain. It just depends on how pale I am at the moment, because summer I do get a tiny bit of color compared to my normal, but I still am not a colorful person. I mean, I get some rent to my skin, as you can see, when I'm warm, because before I stuck this on there I had quite a bit of redness going on. And I'm being careful of the eye area because A, we already put our concealer there, and B, we don't want to mess up that colorful halo we got going on. Otherwise, what was the point? I forgot the primer again. Oh well. I'm sitting at home doing nothing. It doesn't have to stay that well. Just long enough for some pictures. I always feel like I can't get my nose very well. I don't know what it is. I just really struggle with my nose. Okay. Ugh. My hair up, I still managed to get a piece of hair down into all of this. I love that this is, I mean, it is a full coverage, clearly, but it doesn't feel heavy when it's on, but yet it still covers the zits. Like, you can kind of see this little dude down here still, but he was really red because I can't leave things alone. If there's an imperfection, I feel like I've got to pick at it. I don't like it when my skin doesn't feel the smooth that it should feel. I know that's really bad. I've come bad at that for years. I've always been a picker. Like, my zits would last so much longer than the few zits I had in high school would always last so much longer than they should, just because I couldn't leave them alone. Like, you know, most people have the willpower and the smarts to leave alone a blemish that's not ready to pop. I couldn't. If I could feel it, I wanted it popped, and I would pick at it and mess with it until I could get it to pop, which is bad. You shouldn't do that. And I still struggle with that a little bit now. Like, I will absolutely start trying to pop it as soon as I can feel it. But now I've gotten better at being able to stop myself from continually picking until it's done, until it's just obliterated on my face, because it's not good. Not good at all. Shouldn't do that to your poor face. All right. Now we've got the Extraordinary Powder by Ciate London and Extraordinary Translucent Powder from Ciate London. If I can get the lid off. Maybe, if it'll cooperate with me. It hates me sometimes. All right. And I am not a bake your face kind of girl, so I'll brush it all the way around, but I'm not gonna leave big old piles of powder chilling on my face. It's not how I go. There we go. Just a quick set before we move on to bronzer. If I can get it closed. Yes, I am still beating up my poor Take Home the Bronze in Oliver. Even though I have a new one, I'm still trying to get all of it out of this pan before I get rid of the pan. So, just from that cheekbone, I'm lucky I can see mine pretty well, but I just go from the cheekbone down with that bronzer for a little bit of contour. I'm sure there's more accurate ways, more effective ways, maybe even, of contouring, but you know what? I was not raised on a contour planet. Contouring was not a thing when I was growing up at all. And honestly, I don't see the point. I have an oval face. I have the quote-unquote ideal face shape, I guess. So the only thing I do is I just kind of use it along from the cheekbone down and down here on my chins, plural chins, to kind of minimize and cast a shadow on that double chin. And sometimes I kind of just accent, like I go down the side of my nose a little bit here to accent that high Norwegian nose, high bridge of a Norwegian nose. It's funny because I have a few things from the Norwegian heritage, and the rest of it is the German and Scottish side of my family. Yeah, just a little bit down the sides. It isn't even necessary, but I like to do it sometimes. All right, now we've got Bang Beauty Smoked Peach Blush, my go-to. I'm sure I could have gone with something else, but didn't feel like trying to figure out which one I wanted to use, so the go-to it is. And this is where we try to pretend like I actually have color in my face when it's not red from the heat. Gotta really want to turn that, you know, I can probably turn the fan back on. We're all on powdered products now. I'm starting to get sweaty. I don't like it. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. I don't think it is. It's a pretty small fan. People don't even notice it when I'm working, and this is where I work, so at the moment at least, it's right in this spot. Just try to get a little bit of color in these cheeks because we're pale as all hell. And I know some people contour up on the foreheads. I don't contour my forehead. Foreheads. That sounded extreme. Sorry. I don't know where my brain is today. But yeah, I don't contour my forehead at all because, again, I have the oval face shape. I don't really need to contour it. So let's go with the KVD Alchemist today. And somebody smells like, okay, I don't know if people are grilling or what, but it smells like burning rubber. Like, I know Kevin's watching a car show, but I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be able to smell that shit. It smells horrible. I don't know what somebody's burning out here. Let's see. Let's go for, my nose itches. Of course, right after we do this, I'm going to go in with the Ultraviolet, I think, right here. Give us a little purple tinge. Just across the top of the cheekbone. Again, I've got colored cheekbones, so I mean, like, my cheekbones are so pronounced. Despite being overweight, I still have very pronounced cheekbones because, you know, genetics and shit. And so I use that to my advantage. I drop the shadow under it, I put the highlight on top of it, and the cheek stuff right down the middle, just like that. Accentuate what your mama gave you, or your dad. Depending on the situation. Who do you look like? Do you look like your mom? Do you look like your dad? Do you look like a good mix? My kid does not look like me or her dad. Not completely. Like, depending on what she's doing, what her face expression is, sometimes she'll look like her dad or even somebody else on his side of the family, and sometimes she'll look like me or somebody on my side of the family, but she is not one of those dead ringer, I look like my child type, or my child looks like me kind of kids. Absolutely not. She is not a carbon copy of me. I mean, you can tell she's my kid, but you can also tell she's my ex's kid. And she is definitely not absolutely me or her dad. Me, on the other hand, you change my nose and the color of my hair and I'm absolutely look like my mother. Like 100% dead ringer. I wish I had a picture of her handy, but I'm pretty sure the only picture of her that's even remotely close is on the phone I'm recording with, so that's not going to happen. All right. I really am thinking, like, is there a picture of her around here somewhere? I found a picture of my daughter and my grandma the other day. I don't know if it's still over here. I mean, I'm sure it is. Oh, here it is. This is my daughter and my grandma Bodine making, I think they were frosting muffins, frosting cupcakes when she was a little girl in my grandma's kitchen. My finger is in the corner of the picture. This is the grandma whose recipe I used earlier to make my zucchini bread muffins, which there's a video for those also on my channel here. I didn't do a full video because Kevin was playing video games right at the same time I was about ready to start recording, so I legitimately just took pictures while I was doing it and then turned it into a photo montage. But yeah, this is my grandma. We lost her a few years ago. Miss her all the time, especially when I cook, because both my moms and both my grandmas helped in my learning how to cook, and that was one thing that I shared a lot with her, was cooking and jewelry. She's a total fashion jewelry girl. Obviously, me too. I still don't have these 2 rings on because with all of the extra hand washing and the dry summer, I kept getting water stuck in between. They're literally right here too. Like, if I wanted to put them on, they are legitimately right here. But my grandma would have absolutely loved this ring. It's tourmalated quartz, so it has black tourmaline in quartz. I got it at my friend's shop, Longship Trade Goods in Parkland, Washington. If you guys are local to here, you should check them out. They're pretty awesome. Known them for a long time. All right, back to the makeup. Sorry, I totally got off on a tangent about my grandma. This is also Styles by Jay. It's color number 26. I don't know if it has a name to it. It's just 26. And I think it'll still work with this look. Oh yeah, totally will. Not that I don't already have like a ton of reds, but I love it. I love a good red lipstick. And honestly, a lot of mine are matte. I'm more of a matte makeup or matte lipstick person than I am a gloss person. You really can't talk and put on lipstick at the same time. It does not work. I suppose I could have grabbed a lip liner. I should have one similar shade, but okay, maybe I'm just imagining it, but I swear I smell raspberries right now. I need to fix that. I'm afraid. Oh, you know what? Just use a little concealer. Duh. I do need to fix that though, just ever so slightly. Concealer really is a smarter way to fix it, especially with such a dark lip. Because if you just try to wipe it away, you're more likely to end up smudging it. And then it does not look any better. I don't know why I was trying to talk while I was doing that. It's stupid. Bad idea, bad idea. There we go, that's better. And this is a good, it is a matte lipstick. It's not a shiny one. Oh, what did I do? There's a little bit of concealer that got up onto this side. I think I got that one. I think I got it a little too far on that side. That's okay, we can correct. We'll just correct it real quick. That's actually right here. That's where I screwed it up. And by proxy, kind of down below. I got something on my teeth. I don't even know what that was. Something was in my teeth. Ugh. This is why you should just grab a lip brush or something. Don't be a dork like me. Oh, there we go. That worked. All right. Just give a little. I mean, yeah, I could totally put a gloss on it. Oh, you know what would be really cute? I know what I want to do. I'm going to go back to that palette and back to that gold. All that glitters is not gold, but my lips are. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I liked it just the straight up dark, but I kind of like that little kick of gold to go back into that corner of the eye look. What do you guys think? That is the final look. And, you know, apparently I still don't take forever to do my makeup compared to some people, because that was like 45 minutes. And a lot of it was talking, and that's the only reason why it took me so long. But anyways, I'm not trying to make this longer just to make it a longer video, I swear. So there it is. Support small businesses. Styles by Jay is definitely a small business. The website is on my phone. I'll try to link it down below though. See if I can grab that off my phone before I post this message. You guys have a great day.